welcome back to the Blitz and Grind. And today we are on Retro Bowl 25 because we are rebuilding the Washington Commanders with Dan Quinn. So let's get into this. So we're going to choose our players and then we're going to get into this. We have 5 years to rebuild the Washington Commanders and take them to a Super Bowl. At the quarterback, I think Jayden Daniels is the guy. He will be our franchise quarterback. So, next, Brian Robinson. A great player, solid player in real life. Zach Ertz is next. I want to save quite a bit of money. We have $200 million to spend. So I want to save some money. Let's get McLaurin. And then let's get Noah Brown. Noah Brown. So we have $101 million we can invest in our defense. But let's get Jonathan Allen. We'll keep him for a few years and then maybe we'll trade him away. Next, Bobby Wagner. He's someone I want to trade off after year 1. He's going to start to regress a little bit. And I want to get some value out of him before he regresses. Next, Benjamin St-Juste. And I think we can spend our money on one more player. And I think it's going to be Emmanuel Forbes. So we're going to save the rest of our money here so we can use it later on. But this is our squad. It's very good. So let's get into this. So here we are at this season. And day 1, I want to trade some people. Zach Ertz is one person. I know we just got him. But let's try for Trey McBride. He's old. He's going to start to regress. I want to get him out. Let's see. Ertz for McBride. And the Cardinals accept the deal. So we have a great young tight end now. Trey McBride. Look at those stats. Potential. It looks great. He's on a 1-year deal. So that's why we saved our money. Next, Noah Brown. I want to trade for, a cheap receiver that still has talent. So let's look for that. Marvin Harrison is convincing. He's young. Nakua cost a lot. I don't think we can even get him. Let's look around. Rome Odunze, $8 million. He is definitely interesting. Let's look. Wicks has the same contract. Addison. There's a lot of people that has $20 million. Adam Thielen. He's old, but it could be. Chris Olave. This is interesting. He's definitely someone I may try, but let's look for something else. Okay. KJ Osborne is a lot. Marvin Mims? Maybe. Xavier Worthy. So I think we're going to try. We could try one of these guys. No, but I think we're going to try Chris Olave. Let's see. Noah Brown for Olave. Saints reject the deal. So, what about Jordan Addison? Brown for Addison. Vikings reject that deal. So, maybe we try someone young. Maybe Rome Odunze. Let's try Marvin Harrison. I feel like this should be accepted. Cardinals accept the deal. So we have 2 solid receivers, Terry McLaurin and Marvin Harrison Jr. Forbes, I want to try. I think we're going to keep him so we can grow in St-Juste. I think we're good. So, yep, we got Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison. So let's simulate to the end of the year and see where we are. In year 1, and we missed the playoffs by 1 game. So that's very unfortunate. But we have an off season. So let's see who wins the Super Bowl year 1. It was the Eagles in our division. So let's check out stats. Daniels had 4,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 picks, 10 sacks. Pretty good year. Robinson had 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. McBride, 903 yards, 2 touchdowns. McLaurin had 2,200 yards and 16 touchdowns. What a season from him. Marvin Harrison had 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. Jonathan Allen had 4 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Wagner had 4 sacks and 5 picks. And a forced fumble. He's been very good. St. Justy had 2 interceptions, and Forbes had 2 picks as well. So a very good year from all of our players. But let's head into the new season. We have a bunch of people to resign. McLaurin, I'll sign you. Forbes is getting signed. St. Justy, Daniels, and McBride. So we managed to sign everyone. But we did. But one thing is, I want to trade away Bobby Wagner. He's also retiring. He still has a very good value, so I might be able to get something for him. Like maybe another good linebacker. Like maybe we could get Fred Warner for him. Let's try it. Wagner for Warner. Niners reject the deal. Could try TJ Edwards, but I don't know. He's also old. So let's look around the league. Singleton? No, he's old. Leo Chenel, we could try him. Could also try Max Crosby. Maybe we get a good D-line. Brandon Stevens, Patrick Queen, TJ Watt. Did we try Patrick Queen? How old is Watt? He's 30. Shakir. So maybe Micah Parsons. Let's try it for Micah Parsons. Wagner for Parsons, and the Cowboys accept the deal. So we get Micah Parsons. I want to also trade Ford away. Maybe we can get something for him. AJ Terrell possibly would extend the salary cap. The salary cap is a big issue because Parsons costs a lot more. So let's look here. Who has a big Jaden Daniels though? So let's just get into the draft, see what is there, and maybe we could do something. So let's look here. Is there anyone that's worth looking at? There's a bunch of kickers here. Nishman, okay. Ham. Not many players. Yeah, but Neesman. We could sign him. Let's do it, but I think I'm going to do it in the 3rd round. Because he's probably still going to be there. Yep, he's there. So let's get Neesman. And now we have one of the best teams in the league. So who's someone that could be on the trading block? Jonathan Allen. He's going to be only regressing in a few years now. And we need to save some cap. So let's simulate to the end of the year again, and we'll see where we are. End of the season, and we have a big problem. Jaden Daniels has gotten injured. He was on pace for a 5K yard season, but he had pretty good stats. Robinson had great stats. McBride had good stats, but 2 fumbles, which is not very good. McLaurin had 1,800 yards and 17 touchdowns. Marvin Harrison with 1,900 yards and 23 touchdowns. So he went off this year. Allen had 8 sacks. Parsons had 3 interceptions and a forced fumble. St. Justy had nothing, and Forbes had an interception. So, what about Neesman? Nothing. Okay. So, here we are in the wild card versus the 49ers. Can we upset, I'd say? So, let's It's not looking good, but let's jump in to this game because we are allowed to jump in to some games. So let's go. Great start to this drive. We need to get a touchdown on this drive. And we get one. Touchdown, Washington. Next up, that is good. Now we need an onside attempt. Oh, and we recover the onside kick. I am in disbelief. Here we go. Let's see if we can go for the win here. Here we go. Let's go over the top. I want to go for the win here. Stiff arm, and he's gone. Touchdown. And let's go for 2 points, because why not? And we got it. So that should seal the game. So we win 22-17 with a great comeback. Got the onside kick. So we won that game. So let's go to the divisional round to see who we play. And Jaden Daniels is back from injury. And we play the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas, the 1 seed. We split the year with them. We beat them once, I believe. Yeah, we beat them once, but we also lost to them once. This is away. We beat them away a few weeks ago. We should be able to win this game. 7-7. Look at this. 22-7, and we are going to the NFC Championship game for the first time in how long? So in the NFC Championship game, we will play the Detroit Lions. So they are 12-5. We are 12-5. This is in Detroit. Let's win it. 14-3, 21-6, 28-6. And we are going to the Super Bowl in year number 2. So that is good. We still have another few years. In the Super Bowl, we play the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are led by Russell Wilson. Not a very good season, and some other guys. Let's see if we can win the Super Bowl. 7-7 in the 4th quarter. Touchdown. We missed extra point, of fumble, and that should do it. And we win the Super Bowl. Brian Robinson was Super Bowl MVP. So, what an impressive atmosphere, indeed. So, we win our first Super Bowl. Hopefully, we have many. Very good game by Daniels, but Robinson, he went on fire. So, that is it. So, we'll see you guys in the next season. We have a lot of players to resign. Oh, well, just Micah Parsons, and we can't afford Marvin Harrison. But I think I want him more. We do need to trade one of our more expensive players, though. So let's see. I want to trade Jonathan Allen. Maybe we can try trading him, because I want to get Marvin Harrison. So let's look around for a D lineman. We could just possibly draft one, but I want to find one that might be pretty good, like Christian Barmore, but he's maybe actually, but I don't think that would go through. Chris Jones, he's old. Crosby, he's 30. So I don't know. Do we just draft one or we just trade away? Like we could try for Dexter Lawrence. But we need to find someone cheap. I think we're better off just trading him away. Give him to the Cowboys for a first-round pick. And let's sign Harrison. And we have to look for a DB in the draft. So let's go into our D-line. So D-line. This is the best option, but he's very good. Well, he will pan out to be very good. So I think we draft him. And that will be it. So I'm going to try to get the salary cap upgrade and our defense got a little bit worse, but hopefully we got a little bit better. So let's start by upgrading him right away. Let's get some strength. And we will see you guys at the end of the year. To the postseason, we went 10-7, and we won our division. And in the first round, we have to play the Rams, who we did just lose to in Week 17. So let's see if we can get our revenge on them. They aren't just just barely making the playoffs. I think we should win this game thanks to our defense. 24-10. And the Rams score. Commanders score back. So the game is over. 31-24. And we win versus the Rams. And we're going to the divisional round. And let's see who we are going to play. So we play the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans, the 2 seed. Winner goes to San Francisco because they're the 1 seed. 13-0. 23-20. Let's slow things down. Field goal. Here we go. Touchdown. And can we go back to back? Oh, they score. Do I want to jump in OT? I kind of want to jump in here. Let's just let the sim engine do its thing. So therefore, we lose in overtime to the New Orleans Saints. 40-37 in a shootout of a game. But it's sad. It is sad we lost. But Daniels had a great game. 514 yards, 3 touchdowns. And look at that. So, our D lineman won Rookie of the Year. MVP goes to Jaden Daniels. The 49ers ended up winning the Super Bowl. So, let's see what happened here to Daniels. I mean, these are not MVP numbers, but they gave it to him. Now, Rookie of the Year. 6 sacks and a forced fumble. That will get you Rookie of the Year. So, it's very good. 49ers ended up winning the whole thing. So, we are, let's see who wants me. These guys. So, a lot of people want me, but we're staying in Washington for 2 more years. So, let's see. Robinson is re-signing. McLaurin, we're going to do a sign and trade because I don't think we'll have enough to re-sign everyone here. And McLaurin is only going to start to regress, so we're going to look for someone that we could ship him off to in return. Like maybe Puka Nacua? McLaurin for Nacua? No. Let's keep looking. Maybe we could get Jordan Addison. Maybe we could just trade him away, simply. This is interesting. Maybe Garrett Wilson. Like, what other options do I have? T. Higgins? He's gonna get old in like a year, but it looks like maybe A.J. Brown. Devonta Smith. I think let's try. What did the Browns have? No. Ravens. Let's try T. Higgins. So McLaurin for Higgins. The Bengals reject that. That's very interesting. I really thought they would accept that deal. Nelson Aguilar is 35. Nicole Hardman is 30. I think we just tried Garrett Wilson then. Going for Wilson, the Jets accept that. So the contract is interesting there. So let's sign Daniels and Forbes and let this guy go. I don't even want him. So there. Now we're heading to the draft of $8 million in salary. I'm gonna boost his morale because I want him to resign. So what position do we need? Maybe another good defensive player. So looking to draft someone for under $8 million. So let's look here. This linebacker. Ooh, I like this guy. Let's see. Anyone else? I think it's going to be Marcel Chung to round out this draft. So let's simulate to the end of the year for another time, see where we to the end of the year. But first of all, I want to boost Marvin Harrison and our D linemen overall, because I don't want them to leave us. They're under last year of their contract. So who do you play in the first round? The Panthers. So we actually lost to them in week 1. So can we get our revenge over the Panthers? They're 10-7. We went 11-6. I think I'm gonna jump in here because I wanna win this game. So this is a 10-point ball game actually. Unaware of that, but Garrett Wilson, 19 yards, and here we go. I haven't stepped into a game in like a while, so over the top, it's caught. What a catch. But now we will throw to the end zone. Touchdown McBride. And hopefully we are in this game. We're going to go for 2 to spice things up, and we get it. Marvin Harrison. Onside, Panthers are covered. But now we have 59 seconds left for a drive. That's a lot of time. So let's see if we can do it. And we're going to make the right reads. Brian Robinson. So we actually need to go a little bit deeper in the air. We get out of bounds. Find Wilson. So, it's intercepted. And that is how our first game will end. So we'll see you guys back at the next season. Here we are in our final year, and I think I'm gonna sign everyone here except for St. Justy. Actually, I'll sign him and we'll trade him. I want to get some new DBs because he's getting old and he's just not performing well. So we're going to look for some DBs. Let's try him for St. Justy, and the 49ers accept the deal. So we have a new DB with us. And Forbes, I want to do the same thing with. Let's look. Like AJ Terrell, that could work. Let's try Forbes for Terrell. Falcons rejected. Let's try, no, not Blackman. Could try, no, he's old. But I guess it's the final year, so it doesn't really matter. He has some talent, but you know what? I don't think so. Chuck Chark, maybe. Nate Hobbs. Let's try him. Forbes. Browns reject that. That's interesting. Derek Stingley. No, let's just keep him. I think we're better off keeping him. We have 1 more year. And we still haven't even checked out the draft. So look, there's him. There's some good guys right off the bat. But let's look. Maybe we can get our wide receiver replacement. Because Garrett Wilson just is not leveling up. So, and it will be a lot of salary cap. Oh yeah, we also upgraded our salary cap to $225 million. So Wilson has a lot of trade value. Maybe we could trade for Nakua finally. Nope. But maybe we can just trade him away. Let's just try trading Wilson to the Buccaneers for a round 2 pick. And let's get our receiver. Let's look at him. Let's get our receiver of the future. I think it's going to be Joshua Hollins. So there we are. That is the end of the draft. and we will simulate one final year and see if we make the playoffs. We are in the final game of the season, or the wild card, I guess. But here we are. Joshua Hollins got injured for 5 games. But he's had a very good rookie season on its own. Jaden Daniels, 4,900 yards, 42 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. And he is solidifying himself as one of the best Commanders quarterbacks in all time. Look at him. 2,400 yards, 184 touchdowns, 24 picks, and 29 sacks. 24 picks to 29 sacks is kind of insane. But now the Lions in the wild card. 7-7. Close game. We're going to jump in right here in the fourth quarter. And that is a pick. Oh, Harrison caught it, though, to bail us out. And we are going to trust him so much. He dropped it. It's fine. Because we are going to find him here. Never mind. He drops it again. 3rd and 10. We find Brian Robinson, and he gets the touchdown. So let's be interesting and go for 2. Because Daniels can run, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. Detroit gets it. They got it, but 50 seconds left on the clock. We have a chance to win it. We get a rare touchback. We have a chance to win it here. And McBride trying to do just that. We need to get out of bounds, and Marvin Harrison gets out of bounds. Out of bounds again. And Marvin Harrison's going to need to make a big play here, and he does. Very risky pass there. We find Harrison again. We call timeout. I think this is the play that we're looking for, and he got it. Touchdown. 3 seconds left. Do we go for 2? We will. Look for a good play, and he got it. So we are going to the divisional round, 38-37 versus the Lions, and we kicked them out the playoffs, I think for the 2nd time today. After defeating the Lions, our next opponent is the Dallas Cowboys. We actually split the series with them. We beat them once away in Dallas, but we also lost to them at home. But since we're away, maybe we can beat them away again. So let's see if we can beat the Cowboys. So here we go. In Dallas, he received the kick to start. Sim the first drive, and we quickly score a touchdown. 10-0 to start. Close game. Well, not really, actually. Cowboys have the ball, though. Short at the first, 59-yard attempt. They miss it. Okay, they end up scoring another field goal. So 10-3, but they get the ball, so they could, take the lead here. They don't. Sim, 13-6. Low-scoring game headed into the fourth quarter. They miss another 50-plus yard field goal. It's a fumble. Get the ball. Here we go. Oh, they missed the extra point. See if we can choose some clock here. Kick a field goal. Huge throw. They don't get it. And we win 16-12 in a low-scoring affair. And we are off to the NFC Championship. Who are we going to play? Let's find out. So we're going to play the 49ers in San Francisco. They are 14-3. Brock Purdy is doing pretty good. Only 1 pick all year. Who knows? Maybe we can do something about that. Maybe we can make it 2. But here we are in San Francisco. Let's see if we can take down the 1-seed 49ers. And 7-0. 14-10. 14-13. We're not going to jump in. We're going to let the sim engine do its thing. Up 8. Here we go. And they're going for on 4th down, but they don't get it. Let's see what happens. They punt. No time left. And we are going back to the Super Bowl. And let's see if we can win it all. So we've made it back since year 2. Since the first time we actually made the playoffs. Now we have to play the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Still doing pretty good. Not doing very good on the ground, though. But Derrick Henry, he's 35. He's still doing pretty good. 33 rushing touchdowns. I mean, he's not really that good. But the Ravens were the 1 seed, I believe. So let's see if we can take them down in the Super Bowl. Ravens, Commanders. Here we go. In the Super Bowl, we received the kick to start. Let's see. Both teams opening drives before we sim a bit. Starts with a field goal for us. Lamar and the Ravens. Another field goal. 3-3. Do they still have Justin Tucker? Yeah, they do. Okay. He's got to be so old at this point. Got a touchdown. We missed extra point. But we have the ball back? Okay. And we score another touchdown, but we get stopped on the 2-point conversion. Let's sim to the second half, and 15-9, but we kick the ball off. Force a stop. Here we go. Sim. 23-9 in the fourth quarter. And we have the ball again. Domination. Oh, wait, but I have a chance to come back, though. Here we go. 1 possession game. Onside kick, but Washington recovers. Kick a field goal. That should really end the game. And that is it. The rebuild is over. 26-16. And the Commanders win their second Super Bowl in 5 years. Marvin Harrison wins Super Bowl MVP. And this is great. Jaden Daniels had an amazing game. And here we go. We see this screen for the second time today. Here we go. Everyone did pretty solid, I guess. Let's see. Awards. Lamar wins MVP. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Deebo Samuel. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Joshua Williams. Rookie of the Year goes to a kicker. Jets kicker. I'm surprised we didn't win it. But Super Bowl MVP goes to Marvin Harrison. How did Hollins not win Rookie of the Year, though? He had 16 touchdowns and 1,400 yards. What did their kicker do? Okay. That's not horrible. But, our wide receiver had a much better year. But anyways, that is the end of the rebuild. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And let's just look at the Super Bowls. So it started with the Eagles winning it. Then we won. Then the 49ers won. Then the Eagles won again. And then we won again. So it's been dominant between the NFC East. And, who knows? Maybe this stuff will continue again. But that's it from the Blitz and Gridiron. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you want to see more of these longer videos. But that's it from the Blitz and Gridiron. And I'll see you guys in the next video.